Hi, hi. This is just me ranting. So hi, my name is Slime Joki Six, Sandra, Sony, however, any one of you all know me. So I'm gonna start by saying, if you know me, no you don't. No you don't. So never had a dream job, never had a fast job. Yeah, but I do know that I want to be an actor and an artist and an author. Yeah, this is sort of like a video for my future self because I really don't know what I'm doing, and I'm like stuck in a loop, you know, like a loop of wondering, what if I don't sound good as an artist? What if my book is not that good as an author? What if I am never um picked for acting? What if I never get an agent? Um, yeah, basically stuck in a loop. And I am trying to get out of that, but I can't really ask someone because if I ask someone and the answer they give me is what I'm going to pick and walk with it without even trying to learn my own lessons. And I believe this life is about learning new lessons. So yeah, I can't ask anyone. Need to navigate this life on my own. But I do know I want to sing. I have written some songs actually. I kind of love some of the songs I've written. I have a song called Melanin Man. I've not recorded anything or produced anything or anything like that. No, I just wrote it and it's on my phone. I have a song called Melanin Man. I have a song called Inisio. I have a song called Mom's Happy. I have a song called Phoenix. You know, I also have a book. I have a book called Inside Out. It's a poetry book. I have a second book called For Her, but I'm yet to publish that one. I have another book called Rainbows and Sunshine, I think. It's also a poetry book. I also have a novel. Yeah, it's called The Sweet Music. I am yet to edit the book, so it's just on my computer. But yeah, I remember when I was in high school, I really, really wanted to dance. I loved dancing and I can dance. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear the noise in the background. I really, really loved to dance and I just didn't move forward with it. Does that mean that I hate dancing? No. I still love dancing and I would love to dance, but I'm just not dancing right now. But yeah, I would love to sing so much. I'm also very shy. I am really, really shy. I don't think I could go to someone and be like, "Hi, you're a producer, right? My name is so and so. Let me go in your studio and record a song." Oh my god. I am very shy and very scared, and I think it's a thing about how people perceive you, like scared of how people are going to perceive me, or even scared of, you know, like what comes after that. Am I going to be consistent enough? Because again, I've had a lot of dreams that I just let go of as I'm, moving forward with life. Like I really like the dancing thing. I really wanted to dance. I wanted to be an air hostess. It just came, you know, dropping them, and it's like, there are some things that there's no going back to. Like when you're you're a published author, there's no going back from that. When you're an artist, you are an artist, there's no going back from that. And it's like, when I decide to do it, am I going to be consistent? When I decide to do it, is that something I'll be ready to go to war for? Like, am I the only one who's stuck in this loop of not knowing what you want to do? Like, I want to do something, but I don't know what. Does that make sense? Like I want to be out there. I want to tell my story to the world, but I don't know how. Because my book, The Sweet Music, it's just about invisible mermaids, you know. My poetry, yes, my poetry is about me and the million and one emotions I've had across from like when I was 19 all the way to when I was 21. You know, the loops and the emotions and everything is what I just recorded down in my book. But to actually sit down and tell your story, you know, I don't know. I somehow I feel like it's supposed to be different. Like somehow supposed to be different. I think, guess. Sometimes you can talk to someone and you know you feel like they don't understand you, you know. Like I've had people in my life and when I'm talking to them I'm like, you just don't get it. You don't. Yeah, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault they don't get it. I know they always look at me and they're like, there's some things about me you don't understand, you know. So yeah, basically. So I don't even know what's the whole point of this. Probably just so that one day I can look back and be like, oh my god, I made it, you know. A lot of people have one of those. Not me though. But I love like a physical connection with people, you know. Like 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 let me just use this word, like a fan base, quote unquote, yeah. I love like that physical connection with people, to just sit down with people and they get me and I get them and they get what I do and I get what they do, you know. Like they read my book and they love it, or they listen to my songs and they're like, your songs are kind of good. And I'm like, yeah, and I watch your videos and I do this and I think they're kind of good. Like that physical connection, even if it's with people I don't know, people I've never met before. I don't know, I kind of love that. I am scared of people. Okay. I am scared of people. I might actually be an introvert, who knows? I have social anxiety. I do. Yeah. That I get in a room full of people and I begin to spiral like crazy. But I also love a good connection with people. Yeah. So I think the moral of this story is just to say that if you're stuck in the same loop as me of not knowing what you want to do but still wanting to do something, and then being easily influenced by anything, like if I sat down and wrote a song, oh, period, artist. If I stood up and I did a dance move, oh my god, I'm a dancer, you know. Like like if you're like me and that is your reality, that is your life, I don't know, tag along, I guess, or just tell me what you guys do, or what do you think is the answer to not being in this state? I sort of feel like I know the answer to it. I just want to apply it in my life. Do I though? I don't think so. Yeah, so basically, I don't even know why I'm saying you guys, like I'm talking to people and I'm talking to myself. Oh my god, this is so crazy. Anyway, me doing this is just giving me like the image of what is her name? Dochi. I just see her in my head and I'm like, well, some things can just be a first step to everyone, you know. So yeah, this is my first step to understanding what I really like. You know, let me give you a title. Let me give myself, oh my god, let me just say this. Basically, I saw, oh my god, this thing is crooked. Okay, why didn't you tell me. I saw this no, I had a dream. And in the dream there was this lady that told me, choose something that you can cage, not something that cages you. Yeah. So I'm gonna go figure out what I can cage and it doesn't cage me. And maybe my next self thing video is going to be of me saying, oh my god, I chose something. But yeah, basically. Thank you. Bye.